TGCRequiem here. We're back with Modern Grixis Death Shadow. Again, we're running Mishra's Bauble in the list. This is a fine hand. We're gonna get to use the baubles to kind of help almost quasi-scry or make informed fetch decisions. Search for tomorrow. Okay, so it looks like we're playing Titanshift, so a little bit of a tough matchup. Fatal Push, unfortunately, not very good here. Street Wraith is actually great because we need to get a Shadow big as quick as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to play up the Scalding Tarn. We're going to Bauble. And I think we're actually going to hold now. Probably take a peek. I actually think it's okay to see what our opponent's going to draw right now, because that's going to inform a Thoughtseize decision the following turn. I was going to say we could potentially get another scry off the next fetch land, but I don't think that's as important as knowing our opponent's full hand before we... Although, it'd be better to do... Yeah, I think it's better to do it after they draw, because then once we Thoughtseize, we'll also know what their next draw is going to be. So, we're just going to go ahead and pass here. We also could just Bauble ourselves to determine if we want Street Wraith yet again before we fetch. And that actually makes even more sense for me. But I don't think we necessarily need Opt right now, so I'm going to go ahead and fetch now. Suppose we could have Street Wraith and then fetched and then used the Watery Grave to Opt. Maybe that was the better line. Not quite sure on that one. I like to hold them up the Fatal Push in case they run out of Sakura Tribe Elder here. They're probably just going to crack it on their own. Really want to try and set it up so we can cast Gurmag Angler. Don't want to run the Street Wraith out just to have the whole graveyard cracked, eaten up by the old relic there. Give us a chance to cast Angler if we get it. Yeah, so they're going to go for it anyway. Let them exile the graveyard. Oh, so this is beautiful. We're actually only going to cast one Fatal Push here. We're actually going to crack a fetch first. This way our Street Wraiths are less likely to draw lands. Our opponent could cast a 4 CMC spell, so we might as well Thoughtseize here. Shapeshift, Primeval Titan. So we are going to take the Shapeshift. We'll have the ability to get the Primeval Titan later. And then we'll just run out the Death Shadow. We are going to hide the Street Wraith in case they draw a Lightning Bolt. Maybe they'll try and kill the Death Shadow and we'll outsize it with the Street Wraith. Probably going to play a Valakut here, I would presume. And this is fine. We're going to be able to kill the Elder, rip the Primeval Titan. Does leave us vulnerable to them drawing a Primeval Titan. Can we kill our opponent this turn? I think that actually is the first thing we need to think about here. If we can draw into a Temur Battle Rage, Thoughtseize, the opponent's just dead. We can go Thoughtseize, Fatal Push, Angler. If we Thoughtseize though, then shoot. Now we're just dead to a Lightning Bolt. So I think we definitely Thoughtseize this away, and then we just need to play out the Angler, increase our odds of getting the opponent. Go. And then we just really need them to kind of fade a draw step here. Fatal Push gets us through even if they were to draw another Elder. Alright, looks like we got there. Not bad on the draw. Again, not a great matchup though, so we don't want to like rest on our laurels, so to speak. Stubborn Denial, definitely good here. Collective Brutality is good. We can take Scape Shifts. They very well may try to bring in a what do you call it? Let's think about this. I actually think we're probably going to cut Inquisition. Nope. Let's back this up. We want Dismembers. We're going to cut our Fatal Pushes. I don't want to leave one. Liliana is good-ish in the matchup. But again, since the plan is to try and beat them by turn 4 or 5, I don't think Liliana actually offers us much here. I think I'd rather actually have access to a Fatal Push and a couple Dismember to just have a chance to kill their Obstinate Baloths or Sakura Tribe Elder to get in for the lethal damage. Mulligans, I think we're going... We may need to mulligan ourselves. We do get a draw. We have a couple cantrips, so we could try to set up an angler with the opt. We don't have any fetches, so right now we're looking at, yeah, I think we mulligan this. This is not good. This is a pretty good hand, pretty average hand, I guess, but at least we get a scry. We have all the cards we really want and need to try and close the game, so we just gotta, I think in this case we're hoping to draw the in-between stuff. We'd rather draw the other stuff first and then top deck, you know, like the Teamer Battle Rage or Stubborn Denial, but Thought Scour's probably okay. It gives us something to do on our turn if we don't want to Stubborn Denial. Now the opponent did put a card on top of the library. We could just consider Thought Scouring our opponent and drawing a card, but I assume they're just going to fetch away that card anyway. Now let's just hold up. I mean, I'd rather have the flexibility to Stubborn Denial a strong spell, not their mana base or their mana development some. They did draw it. I think we Stubborn this, and we're just looking to stunt their mana base or their mana development. A little bit of lag tonight. Go. They can't cast Beast Within. We can Stubborn Denial, Engineered Explosives. Those not if they cast it for one. I think we just take the Engineered Explosives. That does present a risk. They can play it next turn and then just hope to. Although I guess with the Beast Withins. Well, no, that's true. So right now they don't have another land. Taking the Engineered Explosive, if they played it for one, they could pay the Stubborn Denial cost. Farseek, we could potentially just stub again next turn. I mean, the Beast Withins are kind of going to do the same thing, but whatever. We know what their hand is. Another Teamer Battle Rage, not what we're looking for right here. Things are not looking great right now. I mean, I wouldn't be terribly surprised to see our opponent even just Beast Within their own land. I mean, I guess it seems unlikely. That's their way of kind of locking us out. We almost need like a beautiful string of I'm kind of okay with that. Actually, could dismember. Let me think about this. If we dismember the beast, we go down to 14. Yeah, so we still can't get the shadow down and make it big enough to protect it with its own stubborn denial without some help. That, however, works. So keep in mind we've lost our steam vents and our watery grave. We do have 8 power on board now. One would assume they're going to attempt to beast within one of our creatures. I actually think we even just allow it to happen. They only have 3 mountains, so we're not really being pressured there. We have them on a 2-turn. Yeah, no, we have a 2-turn clock on them. I think we just Stubborn Denial the second beast within. Hope they don't draw a Primeval Titan. Another forest. So now we've got them on a 2-turn clock. We actually put them down to 1. No. So we could put them down to 1 if we drew a red mana source. And our life total is high enough now that Primeval Titan is actually not that bad with the Dismember we have in hand. I mean, really, it's, yeah, I was gonna say, we really are kind of favored. Our opponent really has very few outs in this spot. So we both kind of stumbled and we kind of got away, got lucky with it. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, leave comments, whatever, and hopefully come back for some more. Thanks for watching. Real quick, finish that out at a 3-2. 6-4. What a weird league. All 2 O's and O2. Crazy and wild stuff.